Hello, everyone. My guest today is Vera Cope. She runs a company called Incast, a leading influencer marketing platform focused on Instagram. Incast works with top Instagram celebrities and micro-influencers on marketing campaigns in Brazil and the United States. The company is a member of Startup Farm Incubator program based at the Google campus in Sao Paulo. Vera, are you ready to take us to the top?
All right, I'm here. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I can share all the information that you like. Be part of the Startup Farm program definitely took our company to a different level. We started 2017 with a revenue of over $3,000 a month. We're generating a couple $100,000 now. So
how many 100,000? Like 300?
A little bit more than that.
Okay. And how many customers?
We do have active 20 companies that we work on a monthly basis. Majority of our clients, they renew because we provide an amazing service. So we keep renewing our clients. So our cost of new client activation is relatively low. We are expanding our team to be able to fulfill all the orders. They're becoming larger and larger.
How many folks on the team today?
We're 15.
15, all in LA?
We have 4 people here in LA and 11 in Brazil, Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo and LA, very good. And you mentioned 20 brands paying you. What do they pay on average per month?
Campaign ranges from 25,000 to right now $1 million.
Okay. Now, if I take $300,000 a month divided by 20, that would mean each one pays you about 15 grand per month on average.
Yes, correct.
Okay. You just said campaigns though are 25, 30 grand per month. Why doesn't it add up?
Well, every influencer has a different price. So we have to contact, well, first we need to get the briefing from the brand and access the niche that they want to talk to, which demographic, what kind of segment the product is, and we help them to with the creative as well. So once we select the influencers, we have to put offers out in the market, and prices vary. We created a Insta price, is available on our site on incast.me. You can access our basic estimate, which is calculated within the reach of the influencer and their engagement. And for YouTube, we create a YouTube price, which has also the same metrics, but one very important thing, which is the dislike mentions. So we know if that influencer is more appropriate to be presented to a brand or not.
Interesting. So I just typed in at Nathan Latka, and your calculator says 18,000 followers, 18 average reviews, 804 likes, and engagement rate of 4.5% for 110 to 143 earnings per post. Is that good or bad?
It's really good, especially because you're not all the way up there in terms of followers. We need to build your followers. Your engagement's really good. We try not to present any influencers to our clients below 3% engagement. Okay. But you have a factor that our calculator cannot identify yet, which is the celebrity, right? So you have a factor, so we can add 3 times your value.
Vera,
so
you're making me feel very good, but the questions are not going to get easier. But keep I love the compliments. This is great. No, I will tell you the only comparable I have to this is I'm signed with CAA because of a big deal with a linear TV kind of cable show, plus my book coming out and a few things, and they've brought me deals. I won't say who the advertisers are, but where it's like $10,000, for example, for a series of 3 Instagram posts plus a quick video with product placement. Are you essentially repping or working with agencies that represent big brands, or you're working directly with the brand?
We work with advertising agencies that do represent brands and also brands directly. So in response to what you're mentioning in terms of like price negotiation, it varies. Like you have to create unique content that's outside of your social media as well. Then there's add on to the package. So we would love to create very soon. We're working on it. It's a calculator that will identify the celebrity fact to it, and then we'll give a market price that's more adjusted to what George Clooney would ask versus a non-celebrity influencer.
Yeah. So if you sign up one of these ad agencies and they pay you $15,000 per month, is that all going to you, or you then have to go pay out 10 grand per month to influencers to actually execute the campaign?
We pay a little bit more than that. We pay 12. We have our
Sorry, 12 what?
About $12,000. So our margin is 10% that we take from the bottom down. So to explain, like if the influencer comes to us with a budget of $10,000 for post, we will pass that cost to our clients. So it's not more expensive to our clients to work with us. And we'll take 10% from the influencer or from the agency that's representing the influencer.
I see. So on $300,000 per month right now that you're doing in revenue, you're keeping about 10% of that. So about 35 grand per month.
Correct.
I see. Okay. I see. Very good. Okay. So, and help me understand how you do this. Do you scrape Instagram and look at all kind of, everyone's followings and then recommend back to the ad agency who they should sign up for their client? Or do the influencers have to opt in via your website?
We work with both. We have an internal tool that our team uses to search influencers. And we have our platform where influencers can opt in and receive direct offers.
Okay, interesting. And help me understand growth. So if you're doing kind of $30,000 per month today, what were you doing about a year ago in November 2017?
I was doing $3,000 a month.
Oh, yeah. I guess that was year one, huh?
Actually, 300 in profit because, our tickets were about 3,000 to 5,000.
Yeah, 3,000 per month, but then you got to pay out 90% to the influencer. You only keep 300, right?
Correct.
How'd you make it work? Did you have a bunch of savings from, you started some reality show and they paid you a lot of money, or what?
Well, I have to be what we call locked in a room, starved myself for about 9 months, learning really how to change and pivot our business model from being a platform. We were a jobs marketplace, and we converted into being a creative marketing agency, as well as the platform to manage all of the posts. And it was a lot of sacrifice today to operate with budgets of $1 million plus. It's wonderful. It's very rewarding, and when we take advices from our advisors, we always hear like, oh, you have to focus on your client. Yeah, we have to focus on a client. But we don't have a client, you don't know how to charge. You don't have the technology to really execute. And it's easy to say, but once we start building the right tools with engineers that onboarded on the company with no pay, like I did as a CEO for many months.
So Vera, are you bootstrapped today, or have you raised capital?
I am bootstrapped. Yeah.
Totally bootstrapped.
Yes.
That's great. I love that. And walk me through churn. So it sounds like, agencies, if they run a campaign through you, the nature of campaigns is they start and they stop. So does your revenue really recur every single month, or do you have to go get new sales every single month?
We get new sales every single month. We've been very lucky that most of our clients, we have a churn of maybe 10%, which are based on small budgets. We tend to advise clients, if you take a budget less than $5,000, it's really hard to measure results because influencers' posts are really expensive nowadays. So, and then on those clients are the ones that, it tends to be much harder to quantify return. Work with the influencers, you have to have reach and frequency. So we always advise our clients to do 3 months and longer, because that's when you get to see results.
Okay, so 10% revenue churn per month or logo churn per month?
There's no revenue churn. Like we were saying, like clients churn 10% of the clients, but our ticket, average ticket per client is increasing. So we went from beginning of the year of 500,000 revenue. Right now we're going to close 1 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just to be clear, again, that's top line revenue. You're keeping really 100 grand of that. So your gross margin is about 100 grand.
Yes.
Okay. The reason I say that is there's a lot of ad tech companies I interview where they'll tell me their revenue is $1 billion, but they take 2% of it, right? Because they have to spend that money on the actual placement. So their true kind of revenue is, call it 2 million versus $1 billion. So I just want to understand that. So 10% logo churn per month, but your average kind of ticket size is increasing, which is great. Walk me through how you're getting new agencies signed up. How are people finding you?
Mainly through relationship basis, and also a lot of like, how do we say, how do they find us?
Yeah, like are you the only salesperson? Like of the 15 people on your team, who's doing sales?
We have 3 salespeople, including and with me, of course, because I'm always meeting new people and bringing clients to our team. It's the influencer marketing and advertising industry. It's a lot of relationship based. If I can pull out of all of our clients, 80% of them were referrals or acquaintances or people that we, did business in the past. There are leads that we work on SEO, SEM on Google and actually social media and getting our influencers to endorse. We have a 20% conversion on every lead capture that we get. It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, in terms of agencies coming to you, if 100 come to you, you'll close 20 of them.
Correct.
Educate us a little bit on kind of just the state of influencer marketing as a whole. Tell me about a campaign you recently ran via your platform and how it performed.
We have several recent campaigns: Herbalife, Samsung, BMW, a big tech company. It varies. Right now, we're working on the current project. 24 influencers. We have what we call top tier, which is above 1 million followers, and consolidating another 30 influencers below 1 million.
For which brand is this?
I don't know if I can disclose.
Well, let's talk about one that you can actually talk about. So for BMW, what was that campaign? What did BMW come to you and they said, "Hey, Vera, we want X"?
They were launching a new motorcycle in Brazil, and they wanted a top tier celebrity influencer, and they have a tiny, tiny little budget, like I think 15,000 at the time, and they wanted like 2 years exclusive image usage. A lot of those items are, very difficult to negotiate, but we went there, we got the talent, and then we fulfill with another 50 smaller influencers to propagate that content from the top celebrity.
Got it. And who was the top celebrity?
Felipe Roque. He's a global TV influencer. Oh, and very recently we did a campaign with Whindersson Nunes.
Well, hold on. I want to stay on the BMW one for a second. Felipe, what's his last name?
Felipe Roque. Roque.
Roque. Yeah, because I want to pull up his account and understand it. And it's P or H at the beginning. Or sorry, F or P at the beginning?
It's F.
F. Filipe?
Yes.
Roque. Roque. Roque.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Let me see if I can pull up Philippe Roque. Okay, and how many? When you worked with him, how many followers did he have?
He was probably 30% less than what he has now. It's been like 3 months for BMW.
Okay, very cool. I'm on my web browser. I can't find him, but okay. So you find him, you negotiate the price, and then basically you pay 50 other kind of influencers to go kind of like and share that content right when he posts. Is that accurate?
Yes, correct.
Interesting. That's really interesting. So how can one of my listeners, who are all running their own kind of software companies, how could they potentially use you?
we help them to scale in three ways. Either is brand awareness, or it's direct sales, or engagement to the content. So what we did with BMW was more engagement to the content. When we want to drive sales, we tend to share links or promo codes. And smaller influencers that talk and they personalize their communication with their audience tend to convert at least 63% better than regular communication. And we're talking to millennials, over 50% of them do not make a decision on purchasing a product if they don't read something on the blog, or if they're not induced, by someone that they follow on social media. So for tech companies that have a product, if they want to create brand awareness or simply, direct to sales, we can help them to scale and connect them with influencers that will talk to their audience. That's the most important key factor. You can't get a fashion blogger to promote a nerdy technology app if that's not the audience that she's talking to. So
sure. Yep.
Yeah, it work, but not as effective. So we do the search on influencers backordered. We go to the audience interests, age, demographics, and all of that informations, and work with the KPIs for the brands to make sure that we are connecting them with the best audience and influencer.
That's great. Vera, we're out of time, so let's wrap up quickly with the famous 5 one-word answers here if you can. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
My favorite I think it was the Instagram. One of the founders, Kevin, is actually Brazilian. So for me, it was very inspiring how...
So what's the book?
The book. Name of the book. Come on, God, help me.
Is it like is it a bio? Did he write it?
He wrote the book.
Okay, I'll look it up. Kevin Instagram book. Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
The system. I'm inspired by, I don't know, Yahoo, Melissa Mayer. Everybody criticized her and I think her decision making. I think she did great when she, took a chance and took Yahoo from being like email provider to e-commerce platform buying Alibaba. So for me, I think she's a woman, she's a go-getter, and one of the highest paid CEOs in America, right? She did good.
Yeah, she did. By the way, the Alibaba investment was before I believe she joined Yahoo, but that did turn out nicely during her tenure. And I do think she's extremely talented. Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
Online tool for building my company, Trello.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Right now, 4 or 5.
Okay. And what's your situation? Married, single, kiddos?
Married for over 12 years and together for almost 20.
That's amazing. Any kids?
No kids.
No kid. Total freedom. All right. Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
I wish I knew what I know now. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You have to learn, like we say, like fail fast, right? Learn fast. And the more risk you take within barriers, right? Don't go throw yourself out of the building. But the more risk you take, I think the more rewarding you're going to feel. And it's just like life is that, just like risk taking. I wish that I would have a little bit more capital to start businesses or be more risk taker at earlier age.
Guys, there you have it. Take bigger risks earlier. Incast, founded in 2017, helps agencies find Instagram influencers to propagate their clients' material and marketing campaigns. They're bootstrapped, serving about 20 customers today. Each customer will maybe run a campaign for 20 or 30K, so 300 grand in spend kind of through Vera's platform. She keeps, though, about 10% of that. So she's doing about 30,000 bucks per month right now. That's up from just $300 per month about a year ago. So healthy growth, 10% logo churn per month. Again, team of 15 based between LA and Brazil. Vera, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you so much for having me. And if you guys want to learn more about our company, go to incast.me and we will be happy to help you with your campaigns.